welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. Christmas is just around the corner, but before we get there, we've got one more box opening before we hit that holiday. We're going to be ripping some wrestling cards and talking some big wrestling news pertaining one of the stars on this box here, Mandy Rose. We'll unpack a lot with that, but we've got this blaster of 2022 Panini NXT, 15 cards per pack and 6 packs in this box. I don't recall us having a blaster this year that has had that many cards in it. We can look for 12 inserts or parallels per box, blaster exclusive black and golds, and a possible autograph or memorabilia, of course. Braun Breaker on the box there with Mandy Rose, and here's a look at what we can find in here. And of course, like I said, a lot to unpack regarding Mandy Rose. It was just over a week ago now that, on last week's episode of NXT, that her 400 plus day reign as NXT Women's Champion came to an end in kind of a surprising move to Roxanne Perez. And then a day later, Mandy Rose was released from WWE. Fans have had a lot to say about this. Fans have been very disappointed. As a fan, I also am very disappointed that she was released. But I am going to make the case for why she deserved it as we check out our packs here. I know a lot of fans are not going to like that statement, but I'm going to go over why I believe WWE made the right call. There's the odds once again there. So it came out last Thursday that Mandy Rose was released from her contract over, I guess what we could call scantily, not even scantily clad content, but very, very racy content as we check out our first cards here. And we will get a look at this design briefly. This one, Oliver Carter, rookie from NXT UK. Pretty basic design here, kind of like, I don't know, almost looks like a Topps design, really. And there's a look at the back. But Mandy Rose was released from her WWE contract after, racy photos that she was selling on a website called Fantime. And they weren't even really racy photos, so of course I had to look in to see what all the hubbub was about. And the content that she was selling on that website, there's another rookie card, Malik Blade. The content was fully nude, uncensored content. There was also content where she was depicting herself in sexual acts, I guess, with her husband, who is a former NXT star, Tino Sabatelli. And another one that I saw was also her showing off her adult toy collection. Here's an NXT throwback. I don't know, is this an insert maybe? It's Otis. Base set, so not an insert. Got the original NXT logo on there. But yeah, some pretty uncensored and really over-the-line stuff from Mandy Rose. It is rumored. Here's our first parallel. It's a green, and it's a Joe Gacy rookie. This one is not numbered, but it's being said that Matt Bloom brought this to the attention of Shawn Michaels, who then made the decision that WWE could not have that from one of their superstars, and they cut her loose. Here is UK highlights. I think this might be an insert set. There's A-Kid. He goes by Axiom now. He's under the hood. But that'll do it for our first pack. So again, they made the decision to let her go. I believe they made the right call, and here is why. Obviously, it's a publicly traded company. They have been kind of, it's been out there that they wanted some of their other superstars, most notably now in AEW Athena, asking them to look more sexy and pointing out Mandy Rose as the example. But there's a big difference between Andre Chase rookie card, a big difference between being sexy on national television and depicting yourself having sex with your husband and then selling them, and any other completely nude, uncensored photos. I mean, you just can't have that in any company. Now, a lot of fans obviously mad, disappointed because Mandy was on a tear in NXT, mad that she's gone, so they've been coming up with anything they could to try and defend her. I've seen people say that they believe the company was mad that they weren't making money off of it because, again, it was directed supposedly to Athena, the former Ember Moon, to look more like Mandy Rose. I already kind of explained why there's a big difference between looking sexy and the things that Mandy was doing. So I think that's kind of a moot point there. A lot of people like to say, oh, well, they used to have their divas and their female superstars. There's an old school Big E there. They used to have them in Playboy and they were fine with that. To that, I would say the key word there is used to. Bringing up things from over 10 years ago, obviously the company is not going that direction anymore. And if they wanted to make money off of nude photos of their stars, then they would still be doing things with Playboy. So that's kind of an obvious argument killer there for me. A lot of other people have also brought up the fact that the company will keep people around who have substance issues or get DUIs. More specifically, Matt Riddle, who has, of course, it's been said that he's been suspended and recently sent to rehab for a second wellness policy violation. A lot of people think, oh, doesn't that make the company look bad too? The argument against that is, I think it makes the company look worse if you fire somebody who possibly has a substance issue without at least trying to get them some help first. I've seen people say, oh, Jimmy Uso got rewarded after he got arrested again because, they gave him the titles. For all we know, Jimmy Uso is still getting help for, obviously, a drinking problem that he has because he's had multiple DUIs. So again, firing somebody like that without at least offering them help, or if you offer the help and they accept it, you have to keep them around. That makes the company look even worse. So I think that's a pretty disingenuous argument. And to that I also would say, if you were one of the people who was pissed off when WWE released Jeff Hardy, then why would you even bring that up? Because we know now it was pretty obvious that Jeff Hardy was having an issue. Here's another parallel here. This is a silver for Elba Fire. Another one not numbered. But yeah, if you were mad that Jeff Hardy got released, then you should not be bringing that up because that just completely kills your argument. Of course, the company, I got a little ding on Priest there. The company offered Jeff Hardy help and he refused, so they cut him loose. AEW very quickly picked him up, and then it was only a couple of months later that Jeff was no longer on AEW television and was undergoing more counseling or whatever it is he's going through, rehab for his problems. So again, very, very bad argument. And then I guess kind of the last thing that I have thinking, that the company was justified in doing that is it's also been stated that they asked her to stop and she refused because reportedly, I don't know how true this is, it seems like kind of a high number, but supposedly she was making up to $250,000 through fan time, through this content. So she refused because that is, again, supposedly more money than she was making with her WWE deal. So at that point, if you have given them an opportunity to stop doing what they're doing to keep them around, and the person doesn't want to stop what they're doing, the company's hand is really kind of forced at that point. It's also being said that Mattel supposedly got involved. I'm a little on the fence on how true that report could be because it seemed to come out extremely quickly in the time frame that these photos were quote-unquote leaked, even though they were really only behind a paywall, and the company let her loose. So that would be a really quick turnaround for Mattel to find out about that. It's very possible that they could have done that and reached out to WWE. But again, if you're the WWE, are you going to keep around somebody that is on... If this one feels thicker, maybe there's a relic in here, possibly? Let's find out. But are you really going to jeopardize a big money deal with a company like Mattel that is selling your toys around the world. I don't know what the numbers are on what WWE makes on these toys, but I would be willing to bet that it is quite a lot. Just based off the amount that I buy. So if you're WWE, are you really going to give that up for one person? Not going to happen. So that's pretty much all I have to unpack on the Mandy Rose situation. There's a Carmelo Hayes rookie card and Cora Jade rookie card, so this might be the best pack thus far. We're still looking for Braun Breaker. That would be, I would guess, the best rookie card that can be found in here. I've seen a lot of NXT UK rookies. Of course, NXT UK is no longer a thing. There's a Von Wagner rookie card. For whatever reason, the company really likes him. It's gotta be his size, but goddamn is that guy just so vanilla to me. There's the Braun Breaker rookie. Again, that's probably the best base rookie you can find in this set. I think you can still find these boxes at Target. That is where I picked this one up at while out and about. This was not an online order. There is Idris Enofe. That is, I believe that's Malik Blade's tag team partner. I don't watch a ton of NXT these days. There's an old school Asuka and another green insert, all-time NXT highlights, Sasha and Bayley in their women's Iron Man match. That was, of course, the follow-up to their amazing match that they had at a takeover. I believe that was over a SummerSlam weekend. The best women's wrestling match that I've ever seen, Sasha versus Bayley. The first time Bayley won the NXT women's title. And that brings us to our final pack here. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed our talk here. I hope I didn't offend anyone, but you know, just looking at it from a business perspective, I think the company really made the right call. As for Mandy Rose's future, I'm not too sure on that, because I've seen in at least one interview recently, we're gonna have a bunch of, looks like we might have a repeat pack here, but in one interview recently she talked about how she doesn't want to have kids at some point soon here because she's getting older, so maybe she will be done with wrestling and just continue doing her fan time, or perhaps AEW will pick her up. Who knows? They were quick to pick up Hardy, so maybe they'll pick her up. I have no idea. There's a classic again, Bayley, and looks like we are probably not gonna have a hit in here. Here's a silver Primate rookie card. I have no idea who Primate is. I stopped watching NXT quite a while before they stopped running shows. And then NXT 2.0 highlights, Cora Jade. So no hit in this box. We did find the Braun Breaker rookie card, which is, again, like I said, probably the best one in the base set. That Joe Gacy rookie, that one's not too, green rookie's not too bad. I think he might have a pretty solid career. He seems to have got some good momentum behind him. But bunch of doubles, a whole pile of rookie cards, so we will see if any of these NXT 2.0 or UK people end up being massive superstars, at least the UK people that they've kept around. But that's all we've got for you tonight. Our final box opening before Christmas. We will be having more videos coming along all Christmas weekend, Christmas Eve and Christmas night. So stick around for those. It'll be reactions and some more game stream highlights. So if you are bored, sick of hanging out with the fam, make sure you head on over to the channel here and check those out. But until then, I hope you guys have a great Christmas. We'll have some more throwback openings and modern stuff coming up, coming into the new year and the end of this year as well. But yeah, happy holidays everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.